Good afternoon, and thank you for joining NC Tech's Sneak Peek at 2022, where we'll share more information with you about what we're working on for next year and the plan to be involved. And hopefully that will allow you to plan your budgets accordingly should sponsorship be something that you're interested in. I'm Tracy Sternberg, the Director of Programs and Sponsorship, and I'll be leading today's call. I will cover a lot of information on this webinar, and I'll be happy to take general questions at the end. But I would also encourage you to schedule an individual call with a member of our team to discuss your specific interests. Please feel free to contact us, and we'll be happy to discuss your company's goals and what the best options are that might be able to help you achieve those goals. We'll post our contact information at the end of the presentation, but you can also view the Meet the Staff page on our website under About. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we'll start with the basics. As a reminder, NC Tech memberships are corporate, so all employees of member companies, organizations, and institutions can register individually for any activity. Many offerings are free for members, several are member only, and others have reduced registration rates for members. Please note that sponsorship is a benefit of membership and only NC Tech members can sponsor. There are a few ways to keep up to date on all of our events. First, you can visit our website at nctech.org and review our events calendar. Each activity will have its own dedicated page with a registration link, as well as other specifics on the page. We're building out those 2022 calendar events online now, so I would encourage you to go out and bookmark the page and check back often. Also, keep an eye out for NC Tech's email communications, which includes a monthly newsletter, a mid-month update, and special promotions of specific events from time to time. If you're not receiving these emails, please let us know and we'll get you added to the list. We also share information on social media, whether that's LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, or now even Instagram. However, I will say not all events or activities are posted on social media, so that's why I would encourage you to make sure to keep checking back with our events calendar. I would also recommend that you join our member-exclusive NC Tech Connect, which is our online engagement platform where you can keep abreast of activities and events, as well as engage in conversation with other members. We recently surveyed all of our members and leadership to get an input on what they'd like to see from NC Tech in the future, and you'll see those pieces of feedback reflected in our 2022 plan. Again, keep in mind this is just a sneak peek and isn't all-inclusive, but we will publish our new membership at a glance brochure in January, which will have a more comprehensive overview. So let's go ahead and get started and talk about our events. The first group of events I want to talk about are our 2022 signature events. The first group, we're in the process of adding each one of these events to our calendar, so you should be able to find more information on each one of these on our website. Our signature events are our largest events of the year, and they're listed here, but I'll tell you a little bit more about each one of them. First is our Outlook for Tech, which is scheduled for January 28th in Charlotte. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this specific event in just a minute, so we'll come back to that one. The second one on tap is our Diversity and Inclusion in Tech Summit that'll be held on March 24th in Durham. This event has been held virtually for the last 2 years, but we're excited to bring this back in person to be able to have those great and important dialogues together in person, as well as to provide networking and engagement opportunities. So we look forward to hosting this particular event in person. Next on tap is our State of Technology Conference, which will be held on May 12th at the Raleigh Convention Center. This is our largest content-oriented event of the year, and this year, or 2022, we'll be exploring life in the cloud, what's on the horizon. There are lots of great ways to engage at this conference, including many sponsorships that offer speaking opportunities, as well as others that offer great branding. So check it out and learn more about this great conference. The next two are back to back and will be in Pinehurst. First will be the Golf Classic, which will be on August 10th. We'll be playing course number 5 and are looking forward to another great event. This is always a fun way to engage and mix and mingle with tech leaders and business leaders from across the state. Then the afternoon of August 10th and during the day on August 11th, we'll host our leadership summit at Pinehurst as well. This particular conference is geared towards leaders, C-suite, VP level individuals within our member companies, and is a great way to kind of have that engaging and networking time with these folks from around the state. The next event that's will be coming up will be our Summit for Women in Tech, and we're excited to be hosting this at the New Bern Convention Center on September 21st and 22nd. We again, much like diversity and inclusion, we've been hosting this event virtually for the past 2 years, and we're very much looking forward to going to New Bern and hosting this event in person. So we'll start on the 21st with some networking activities. And then we'll provide most of the content on September 22nd. We'll finish up the year with our NC Tech Awards that will take place in November. We are finalizing the date and location now, so stay tuned for more there. But the awards application period will open in June. So it's a great way to get some terrific recognition for your company, as well as celebrate the best and the brightest in North Carolina's thriving tech sector. So I promised to go back and tell you a little bit more about Outlook for Tech. This year, again, we'll be hosting this event on January 28th in Charlotte at the new UNC Charlotte Marriott Hotel and Convention Center. We have confirmed Sharon Lever with Forrester, who will be our opening keynote speaker, and will make some bold predictions for 2022. This event will also include a pre-conference reception, the release of the 2022 State of Technology Industry Report. We'll have an employment briefing. We'll also have 2 CXO panel discussions as well as a tech expo. We're signing up sponsors now, so if you're interested in learning more, please let me know, and I'll be happy to share more information about the available opportunities. Whoops. The next group of events and activities I want to talk about is our executive networks. This would include a tech CEO network, a site leader network, IT executive or CIO network, a CISO or IT security executive network, and our board of advisors. With this group, we host a wide variety of events that include quarterly CIO and CISO roundtable discussions. We're also looking to add a CTO roundtable to this group of offerings as well. We'll also offer CXO private dinners. So if you're interested in hosting perhaps a private dinner with tech CEOs or CIOs or CISOs, we'll be happy to work with you to schedule one of those opportunities. We're also looking forward to bringing IT executive receptions back in 2022. And this is just an informal way to bring IT leaders from a region, say Charlotte or the Triangle or the Triad, together to mix and mingle with one another and to build their networks. So great opportunities there. And then in December, we generally host an online CXO auction where you can bid to win one-on-one time with an IT leader from across the state. So we just finished that up last week and had a really great showing. So, and if you're not a member of our board of advisors, I would encourage you to take a look at that. It's a leadership group that helps NC Tech do a wide variety of things. So we look to them to help us better understand relevant and engaging content, feedback on new program offerings, as well as branding and things along those lines. So, but we also offer exclusive board of advisor events that allow that particular group of individuals to get together and network and build relationships within. the group. So again, I would encourage you to check it out if you're not a member. The next group of activities I want to talk to you about is our talent and diversity networks. In 2022, NC Tech will be launching a Board Ready Boot Camp, which will be modeled after Mass TLC's award-winning boot camp. The goal of this initiative is to improve the quality of board governance and board composition, specifically for underrepresented populations such as, but not limited to, women, people of color, LGBTQ, tech leaders currently serving as senior executive positions or at tech companies or operations and are ready to make the leap to serve on a company board or a nonprofit board. So we're excited about this, and our first offering will be in April. So if you're interested in learning more about that, please let us know. The next project I want to share with you is the Tech Diversity Benchmarking Project. NC Tech, the Diversity Movement, RacePoint Global, and Inclusion Analytics are pleased to announce a benchmarking collaborative that will define the baseline of how tech companies from across our state are doing in the areas of diversity, equity, and inclusion. This data will provide important information to government leaders, economic developers, company leaders, HR teams, and others to see where North Carolina is excelling, as well as provide key feedback on ways to strengthen DE&I efforts as the state becomes a larger tech hub. The project will consist of 2 surveys that participating companies can complete. One will focus on policies and procedures within each company, and the second will seek to understand the people and perceptions within those companies. If you're interested in having your company participate, please let me know and I'll be happy to share additional information with you. The next one I want to mention is our Tech Job Expos. We will host 3 virtual Tech Job Expos during 2022, where employers and job seekers from across the country can connect to fill the available open tech jobs in our state. We've done this for the past couple of years with tremendous success, and we look forward to doing them virtually again in 2022. And then lastly, I want to mention our monthly IT job trends. This is part of our research suite, and NC Tech will release the monthly IT job trends report so that key business and tech leaders can better understand the available openings across the state. And speaking of research, NC Tech has added a suite of research and is added to its suite of research and is now producing 3 distinct pieces that include the North Carolina State of the Tech Industry Report, the Innovation Index, and the IT job trends that I just mentioned to you. The NC State of the Tech Industry Report compares how North Carolina's tech sector stacks up against other states around the country. The Tech Innovation Index compares metros across the country. So it compares how North Carolina's metros compete against others across the country. And then I've already described what the IT job trends is. So we do have underwriting opportunities available for the full suite, all 3 pieces. So if your company would like to learn more about the benefits of underwriting, please let us know. We'll be happy to provide additional information. NC Tech will continue to offer virtual programming, which makes it really easy for members from across the state to participate. From time to time, we will offer panel discussions, briefings, executive conversations, or special sessions to share relevant and timely information with our membership base. We also have an option if you're interested in hosting a virtual workshop. We have a great turnkey option where you bring the content and we handle the back end of promotions. Let us know if you'd like more information about this particular opportunity. And when possible, we'll also be initiating in-person programming and activities such as networking opportunities like our Brews and Bites, as well as other events. So be sure to check our events calendar often to see what's coming to your city. The next group is our governmental activities. Each year, in partnership with CompTIA, NC Tech goes to DC and goes to the Hill. And we generally also have a reception that we host in Washington, D.C. while we're there, and invite North Carolina's congressional delegation and staff to come and join us. It's a great way to engage and get to know the congressional team up there in Washington, and better understand kind of some of the initiatives that they're working on. The next is our Tech Day at the Legislature that we host in conjunction with the General Assembly, where we work to meet to convene a combined committee meeting of the House and Senate, and have them talk about some of the issues and topics that they're looking at from a legislative perspective with the General Assembly. So we look forward to hosting that in 2022. And the last box here is our government vendor network. This is a member-only opportunity where we host quarterly sessions, and we will invite a CIO from a department or an agency to come and talk about some of the projects that they've got coming down the pike, and share how members of our vendor community can get involved and throw their names in the hat to be considered for those particular projects. So again, these will be held quarterly. I believe first quarter will maybe virtual, but the others should be in person. So looking forward to getting back to in person for those events. As I mentioned earlier, you are welcome to contact me anytime to ask any specific questions or to schedule time to talk about your organization's goals and how we might be able to help you accomplish them. After this call, we will follow up with an email that has links to our events calendar, as well as a 2022 master sponsorship menu. So I'm going to pause there and see if anybody has any questions. One thing I did neglect to mention earlier is we will be offering a virtual access option for our signature events, all but golf. We will be, we're in the process of finalizing a contract with a firm that will help us provide a mobile app as well as a virtual event platform that will allow both in-person and virtual attendees to engage with one another, as well as live stream the content if they don't feel comfortable in attending in person. So we're looking forward to sharing more information with you about that as well. And that is honestly a great sponsorship opportunity also. So if I don't hear any questions, we'll go ahead and adjourn the call. Thank you so much, and appreciate your time today, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.